In this video, I'm going to teach you one of the keys to staying healthy while you travel. It can be hard to stay on your health goals, or if you're trying to break through a sugar addiction, to then go on vacation or go travel somewhere and eat healthy with all the temptation that is out there, or just the convenience when you may not have a kitchen or you're in a hotel. The first thing is to work on controlling your breakfast. We don't always have the whole plan of the day when we're traveling, but you can ground into your breakfast and set yourself up for an energizing day, to feel satiated and less likely to crave stuff. So the key is to focus on real food, eating, and when I say real food, I mean things like meat, eggs, vegetables, whole fruit, nuts, seeds, like real food options versus typically, carby convenient options, which are like bagels and toast and muffins, waffles, pancakes. Those kind of things may taste really good, but they jack up our blood sugar, have us on this blood sugar roller coaster all day long, where we're crashing energy, may feel bloated, tired. And then a lot of times on our travel, like the purpose is to feel energized and like wanna maybe go meet people or just be present with your family if you're traveling with family. And those kind of foods rob us of those moments. If we're in a crash and we're irritable and we're bloated and tired and feeling guilty, it's like, how are we showing up on those trips? And so to reframe it also as, I'm choosing these foods because I want to feel good. Like by saying no to these chocolate pancakes that will be good for 10 minutes, I'm saying yes to the rest of the day being awesome. I'm saying yes to my energy. I'm saying yes to my vitality, to my presence, and yes to yourself. You are worth eating good foods and you're worth feeling good. And so things that I reach for. So for breakfast, like I'm at an Airbnb right now in Chicago, and luckily they've got a little kitchenette. So there's a stove, there's a microwave, and microwave isn't necessarily the best thing in the world, but if you are like focusing when you're traveling on not being perfect, up leveling. Like it's okay if you're not eating a 10 out of 10, but like instead of going to get those pancakes, which would maybe like a 1 on the scale, how can you up level that to like a 7 by eating eggs, avocado, sweet potatoes? That's what I eat for breakfast typically on travel. So I have the eggs. Y'all, if you only have a microwave, you can make eggs in the microwave. You can just scramble them up in a bowl and stick them in the microwave for about 2 minutes and they're done. And so that's a super easy way. Same thing with the sweet potato. So if you take a sweet potato and you don't have a lot of equipment to work with, so maybe you're at a hotel and all you have is a microwave, you can take it, just take a fork, prick the skin all over so it gives it some ventilation, and then you pop it in the microwave, typically around 6 minutes, depending on the size. If it's a huge sweet potato, it may take a little longer, and then you have like a baked sweet potato, and that's so easy, so convenient. So like default worst case, you could pop eggs in a sweet potato in the microwave, and you can get that from anywhere. You could Instacart it to your place. You could typically there's grocery stores are gonna have those things. And adding the avocado is awesome because it's healthy fat. It's gonna help you stay satiated throughout the day, and eating the yolks and the eggs are gonna help you feel satiated with that healthy fat. A lot of us have been said that fat is bad, or like don't eat the egg yolk, but that is so nourishing for your body. Your body needs healthy fats for fuel, and a lot of times we cut all that out. That is the reason we're craving or feeling hungry all the time. Fat's gonna help you feel satiated, the good fats. Okay, so also focusing on getting protein, which we get with the eggs. Other ways to get protein is things like bacon. It's okay to have bacon, especially from a high quality, no antibiotics, pasture raised bacon. I like Peterson Farms, and there's a lot of great brands out there. And so you can cook that in a skillet. You can even put that in the microwave, and that's gonna be good protein and also some fat to stay satiated. And so that's cooking for yourself. So if you're in your little, you have a kitchenette or something, that's cooking for yourself. Also to make like scrambles. I used to do that all the time when I used to travel for work. I'd have my little skillet. I'd make things like egg scramble. I'd get some mushrooms or spinach or tomatoes, or just eat eggs by themselves, but make that quick scramble. It's easy and it's really satiating and filling. But if you're at a hotel and you want to use the hotel breakfast, that's awesome, but just be mindful because there is a lot of temptation there. There's tons of the waffles and the waffle maker and like all the muffins, and just to look at those and see them as your energy. Like if I eat this is going to rob me of my energy, so what do I want to eat that is going to help me thrive? Focusing on, they typically always have eggs. I would avoid like the sugary yogurts. They're loaded with sugar, so that might set you up on a blood sugar spike and stuff too. Things like orange juice, you may think that's like a healthier option, but orange juice is loaded with sugar. So if you can just focus on drinking water or club soda, that's gonna help keep your blood sugar balanced as well. But focusing on grabbing the eggs, maybe even some sausage links, some bacon. If they do have maybe some like hash brown potatoes that are like real food carbs, to choose that versus like a muffin. So it's okay to have some carbs. And we all have different carbohydrate tolerance, depending if you're diabetic, if you are super insulin resistant, you may have a lower threshold for carbs versus someone who's very insulin sensitive and can handle a lot more. Balancing for yourself where you're at in your stage right now, but being mindful of the amount and just focusing on getting those real food sources. And say you're going out to eat for breakfast. So if you go to a brunch spot, things to look for on the menu would be things like omelets, scrambled eggs, you could get poached eggs, any form of eggs. And other things would be getting it paired with fruit, if you want bacon or sausage, getting vegetables thrown in there. So if you do an omelet, getting, like today I had a omelet with mushrooms, spinach, and tomatoes. And then I had a side of hash browns, but they were just hash brown potatoes. I asked them to cook them in olive oil because a lot of restaurants will cook them in like canola oil, not using the canola oil and using olive oil. So see if the restaurant can do that. Or just making sure that you're getting protein, you're getting healthy fat, ask them for avocado, get really satiated, and then be mindful of how much carbs you're taking in. So if you get the hash browns, maybe not getting a mimosa. And then also drinking, avoiding things like orange juice. It's so filled with sugar, and to order things like water, sparkling water, or coffee. And you're choosing your energy, you're choosing how you want to show up in the day, and you're gonna enjoy the other breakfast as well. So just if you have that craving, or you're seeing someone else get brought out a big thing of pancakes and everything in you wants to order them, just take a big breath and remember that you're worth eating good, healthy food.